was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Throwing now is Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Touchdown 49ers! Raheem Mostert. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You got it, smash. Red. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Get ready. Get ready.
On second down, it's Mitchell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And able to haul it in is Kittle, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Lance.
On the move to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andrew Adams.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Safe. Hey, 66.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one. It's down he goes.
Azeez Al-Shaair
charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Back to throw. Brady flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2. Shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Lance looking to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. A final shot before half for Lance. Eluding the pressure, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As time expires in the first half, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So we've got about halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there. And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance
gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Brady now on first down. He'll buy some time right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd and 2, Lance forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And this will leave him a... Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Brady going to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
Touchdown! Charlie Werner, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. 62 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two. Brady will look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And Lance now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That's taken on the 25. Dancing away at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll